so this video is going to help you with your marketing assignment. Questions 5 to 8 we're going to go through in this one. So question 5 is asking how your marketing opportunities that you've gone through in question 4 fit in with the CA-City's organisational goals. So the goals they want you to look at are these ones here. You can get those off the CA-City intranet or I have made a PowerPoint, so if you haven't got this, let me know if you want it, or you can just pause this video and have a look at them. So I've done the first one for you. So the online store, it aligns with the organisational objectives because it increases revenue through targeted marketing campaigns. Online store is convenient, so you'll be able to have like more sales and more people accessing it without having to go in store, and it also controls direct and indirect operational costs because having an online store probably works out a lot cheaper than actually having a physical store itself. So yeah, put in your other marketing opportunities. These are the corporate strategic directions, and here's the sales and marketing objectives. So just have a look through, pick at least 2 for each of your marketing opportunities. That would be great. Righty, then question 6, it's evaluating the marketing opportunities. You basically put in what your opportunities are, so 3 of them, what could happen to the business or the customer base, and then what the outcome of this. So this is more, I guess, looking at the negative side of it. So for instance, pre-prepared food, so if you were doing like quick and easy microwave meals, what could happen is the sales of fresh food could decline, the volume of pre-prepared food lines are not known, and purchasing may not be met with demand. So that means that, you know, you've produced all these new pre-prepared foods, but then no one really buys them. And then the outcome of that is, well, if no one buys them, then that's going to increase waste, and that leads to a loss of income, and this could lead to dissatisfied customers and loss of business or damaged reputation because of throwing out all this food and wasting it. And then, yeah, sales of fresh food decline. The outcome of that would be decreased sales in those areas. Say you were doing online store, that could reduce the foot traffic in the physical CA-City department stores, and it also exposes the company to IT issues. The outcome of that could be, you know, decline of sales in the physical stores, and exposure to IT issues that could cause customers to get disgruntled and not bother using the online store anymore, and that would mean they'd probably tell their friends that the online store just doesn't work very well and not to use it, and then it's a bit of a waste, I suppose. So put your 3 there and talk about those possible things that could happen. Then question 7 is talking about the types of risks that could deter you from pursuing the marketing opportunities you've identified. So I've done a few examples here, like the gym. If you were doing a gym, that's a financial risk because you'd have to fork out for all of the equipment up front, and then if people don't buy memberships, then it's a big waste of money. The loyalty program could be a customer relations risk if, I don't know, the rewards aren't very good or it's hard to use on the internet, so customers just wouldn't bother joining the loyalty program. Online store, it's a financial risk and a customer relations risk. That customer relations risk again is if there's IT issues. And pre-packaged food, it's a financial risk if you're going to manufacture them all and then no one buys them. It's an environmental risk because of all the packaging. If that's just getting thrown out, that could lead to public relations and people boycotting the store, etc. Okay. Then 7B is looking at the different legislations that could impact your opportunities. So you need to tailor these to your 3 opportunities. So for instance, anti-discrimination, if you had an online store, that's an advantage to people with a disability because it's more accessible to them. They can do it from the comfort of their home and order and then get it delivered. The gym, for instance, you have to make sure that it was wheelchair friendly so you're not discriminating against anyone. I'm not sure if there might be depending on your opportunities, you might come up with some other things. Ethical principles, for instance, if you're doing an organic range, you're making sure that, you're demonstrating ethical principles to the community. Need to ensure integrity when sourcing and supplying products, so you're making sure it's coming from, a good farm when the farmers are being paid the right amount, not a terrible amount. You might have heard that with the milk industry lately, that farmers aren't getting paid enough. So you want to make sure that your farmers are getting paid really well. Ensure ingredients are sourced from fair trade farms. That sort of goes to be the same thing. Marketing codes of practice and conduct. So for each of your opportunities, you'd have to make sure that the organisation remains compliant with legislations. They're not promising anything that's a lie. The promises they're making on their advertising are actually true. Privacy laws, for instance, on the online store, if people are typing in their bank account details and credit card details to pay, you'd have to make sure that their information is being protected, or their address is being protected. It's not just out there for everyone to see. And the last one is Australian consumer law. So this law governs the trading and provision of products, services, pricing. So, that sort of applies to any marketing opportunity, that one. Alrighty, 7C. So this is your viability. So you've got your three up the top. Then you need to decide whether each opportunity is good and should have financial viability conducted. So in this viability section here, I would split it up into what the costs are and what the benefits are for each. So for instance, the online store, the cost is employing more IT staff and the cost of promoting it. And then the benefit would be increased revenue, increased sales, more customers using or coming to the department store. Profitability, I don't expect you to work it out how much you'd be making. So just say for the research, financial analysis recommended. Return on investment, you'd need to actually establish what the costs are and then the projected outcome, but I don't expect you guys to work that out. Knockout factors are things that could knock you out of the market. For instance, other competitors with online stores, other competitors with pre-packaged food, backlash of plastic packaging, things that might cause the marketing opportunity not to make you any money. And then the last one is, would you recommend further analysis? Well, yes, because we don't have very good figures up here. Okay, then question 8 is asking you to rank your opportunities from 1 to 3 and then summarising your reasoning. So what I've got here for the online store, that's how much I expect, if not more, really. So I've said the online store is the most viable option as it doesn't cost a huge amount to start, only an increase in IT staff to create the website. The benefits of having the online store are that customers all over Australia will be able to access the CACD department store's product, not just those that live in the same suburb as a physical store. So you need to sort of explain what the pros and cons are and therefore which one's the most viable. So just because I have online store as number 1, that doesn't mean that you have to have your opportunities as number 1. Alrighty, I hope that helped with questions 5 to 8 in your marketing assignment.